So this is going to be your balanced style aerial class. I might have to take a couple breaks because it's really hot out here, and I'm sure that you will too. Okay, so we're going to just start at the front of our mat. We're just going to start warming up. So go ahead and plant your feet in your mat, and we're just going to inhale those arms up. We're just going to start warming up with some sun salves, and exhale. We're going to swan dive forward. In your forward fold, give that head a shake, yes, and a shake, no. And inhale, half rise. Exhale, forward fold. And go ahead and plant your palms, step your feet back into a plank and hold. Maybe begin a gentle rock forwards and backwards. And let's chaturanga push up all the way down and arch up into your upward facing dog. And when you're ready, lift your pelvis back, downward facing dog, and tread through those feet. And look forward between the hands. You can step your feet forward back to that forward fold. Give the head another shake, yes, and a shake, no. And inhale, half rise. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, swan dive all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center, and return your palms back to Tadasana. We'll take another. Inhale those arms up all the way overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Again, give that head a shake, yes. And a shake, no. And let's inhale, half rise. Exhale, forward fold. Go ahead and plant your palms, step your feet back into your plank and hold. Maybe begin a gentle rock forwards and backwards. And chaturanga all the way down. Arch it up into your upward facing dog. And when you're ready, lift the pelvis, downward facing dog, and tread through those feet. And look forward between your hands, step your feet towards your hands, forward fold. And again, give that head a shake, yes. And a shake, no. Let's inhale, half rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. And return your palms back to Tadasana. All right, we are going to do like another half sun salutation. We're going to pause. Sorry, I have crazy hair. We're going to pause in the middle at our downward dog. And we're just going to do a few more exercises to continue warming up our bodies. So go ahead and inhale those arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Give that head a shake, yes. And a shake, no. And let's inhale, half rise. Exhale, forward fold. Go ahead and plant your palms. We're going to step our feet back into a plank and begin a gentle rock forwards and backwards. Make sure you're plugging all of your hands into your mat at all times, not just sinking your weight into your wrists, but it is evenly dispersed throughout as you chaturanga push up and arch into your upward dog. And now we're going to lift back, downward dog. And from here, tread through the feet. Now you're going to bend both of your knees, sink them down into your mat. Make sure that your hands are directly under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, And again, we're making sure that we're plugging all of our weight throughout our hands. So again, it's not just sinking into the heel of your hand, but your fingertips are plugged in as well. And this will help with any wrist pain that you may feel. From here, we're going to take 2 cat and cows. Inhale, arch it up to your cat. Exhale, drop it down to your cow. Again, inhale, arch. Exhale, drop. And now go ahead and press back into a child's pose. Maybe you can take your knees together, maybe you take them out wider, whatever works for you today. And we're going to take one arm, thread it underneath your opposite shoulder, and maybe rest your forehead on your mat. And bring it back through center, opposite shoulder, thread it under your arm. And bring it back through center. Let's bring it all the way up onto your hands. Tuck your toes, lift your pelvis, downward facing dog, and tread through those feet. And look forward between the hands. Go ahead and step your feet towards your palms. Forward fold, give that head a shake, yes. And a shake, no. Let's inhale, half rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. And return the palms back to Tadasana. So now that we are starting to warm up, since we were both outside, we were probably hot. We're very warm at this point, but that's okay. We're going to take those middle straps here. Move these guys out of the way. All right, go ahead and take those middle straps. Take a nice wide stance on either side of your mat, and we're going to inhale. Exhale, stretch those hands forward, drop the shoulders. And inhale. Exhale, rotate those arms, drop your head and chest towards the ground. From here, maybe take a gentle press forward with those hips, finding a balance. And rock it back. Let's take 2 bends in our knees and bend and stretch. One more time, bend and stretch. Let's inhale. Exhale, rotate those arms all the way around. And we'll do this once more. Inhale. Exhale, rotate those arms, dropping the head, chest, and shoulders. And again, maybe you press those hips out towards the camera. And rock it back. Let's take 2 bends in the knees, bend and stretch. One more time, bend and stretch. Deep breath in. Exhale, rotate those arms around towards the front. And now just take a gentle rock side to side with that upper body. And slow down to that right side for me. We're going to open those arms behind, keep that body angled, and drop your nose towards your knee. And bend your opposite knee. So we're getting a stretch in opposition here. And stretch. One more time. Bend. And stretch. And inhale those arms back to the side. Exhale, just that right arm opens, and we look towards that right arm. And bring them both back through center. Pick up that rock one more time, side to side. And we're going to slow down to that left side. Inhale. Exhale, rotate those arms, drop that nose to your knee. And bend that opposite knee. And stretch. Again, bend. And stretch. Inhale those arms back together. And exhale, open that left arm, look back at that left hand. And inhale those arms back to the front. And go ahead and roll it all the way up to standing, rolling through each vertebra on the way up. Okay, I am actually going to move my yoga mat out of the way because it's a little too warm for me. So, next thing that we are going to do, we're going to keep holding onto those middle straps. Go ahead and step your feet together. And we're going to press those arms forward, take a little walk forward as far as your body will permit, and then just take a little drop through your arms with your chest. We're just stretching out the back. And let's drop our chin to our chest for this first stretch. And now look up with your head. And bring it back up. We're going to do this one more time, but this time come up onto your toes if you can, or stay flat-footed if you're happy there. And one more time, drop through your chest. Drop your chin. And look up with your head. And bring it back through center. Go ahead and step back. Hanging onto these middle straps, I'm going to step right foot forward, left foot back. Deep breath in. Exhale as you fold forward. Let's inhale. Exhale, rotate those arms, drop the head towards your knee. And go ahead and bend your back knee, flex your front foot. And extend. We're going to press forward. That left leg lifts off the mat. Maybe you continue pressing out with those hips just to find a balance. And rock it back. Replace that foot in your mat. And from here, we're going to release that left hand down. Look up at your right. Maybe you need a yoga block. Maybe you just place that hand on your shin, whatever's comfortable here. And release that left hand all the way down. From here, go ahead and step that left foot back to your runner's lunge. Make sure that you have proper alignment. That knee is right over your ankle, making a 90-degree angle. And from here, let's extend that right leg nose to knee. And re-bend into that knee. Go ahead and drop that left knee all the way down to your mat. Let that pelvis hang nice and heavy. Maybe you keep those hands down. Maybe you pick them up on top of your shin or your thigh, whatever this body part is. From here, let's take that left arm up. So left hip is down, left arm is up, just getting a full stretch from your fingertips all the way down to your toes. And maybe take a big stretch over to that right side just to try and deepen the stretch if you would like. And bring it up and lower that hand. Go ahead and press your pelvis back. Extend that front leg and flex your foot. And re-bend into that knee. You can stay here with that foot down, or you can reach that right arm around for a deeper stretch. Try and grab that foot behind you. And release that foot. Go ahead and tuck those toes, lift that leg up, and we're going to step that right foot back to your downward dog. Tread through those feet. And look forward between your hands. Go ahead and step your feet forward, forward fold. And give that head a shake, yes. And a shake, no. Let's inhale, half rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. And return the palms back to Tadasana. All right, we're going to take that same exact sequence, but on the opposite side. So go ahead and grab those middle straps again for me. From here, left foot steps forward, right foot is back. We're going to inhale. Exhale, rotate those arms, drop your head towards your knee. And go ahead and bend your back knee, flex your front foot. And extend. Go ahead and push your weight into that front foot now. Lift that back leg up. Maybe you just take it off. Maybe you continue pressing those hips forward. Find a balance. And rock it back. Replace that foot. From here, we're going to release that right hand all the way down. Again, you can use a yoga block, you can use your shin, whatever feels comfortable, and look up at that left hand. And release that hand all the way down. We're going to step that right foot back, runner's lunge. Again, find the proper alignment here. And we're going to extend through that front leg, nose to knee. And bend into that knee. Go ahead and drop that right knee all the way down to your mat. From here, let that pelvis hang heavy. Maybe you keep those hands down, maybe you bring one up, maybe both. Wherever you are at, let's make sure we're breathing. I know it's warm. We're going to use it to our advantage. Maybe take that right arm up. Try and send energy, if you have it, up through your fingertips all the way to your toes. And to take it up even more, maybe stretch to that left side. And bring it all the way back down. Let's press our hips back, extend through that front leg, and flex that foot. And re-bend into that knee, press those hips down, maybe reach that left arm around so you can try and just look at that foot or grab for it wherever you are at today is fine. And release that foot. Go ahead and tuck those toes, lift that knee up, and step that front foot back to your downward dog once more. And look forward between your hands. Let's step those feet forward. And inhale, half rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. And return the palms back to Tadasana. All right, during this transition, I'm just gonna grab some water. If you need to do the same, please feel free to. And then we'll come right back and get started on some more aerial stretching for this balanced class. Great, here we go, quick water break. Okay, welcome back. So now we are going to step back to our hammock. Arms go up and through your hammock, and we're going to sink our hips down into a little shoulder hang. Let that pelvis hang nice and heavy while you are here. And while we're here, actually, why don't we just take a little rock side to side with our pelvis, just to encourage our spine to elongate and lengthen for a few seconds. Whew, everything in this heat feels like more work than it is. This feels like a lot of work right now. We're gonna pick up that right foot, cross it over that left. And for a deeper stretch, pull that ankle towards your hip. For even more, extend that left leg. And for the most, lift your hips up. And drop those hips down. Go ahead and rebend into that knee and release that foot. Let's take it all the way behind us. So either step it straight down, so let your knee hang, or you can extend it as much as it will go to the back, going to a runner's lunge of sorts. Maybe you grab your long straps here. Maybe you don't, just take your hands out to the side. And let's take a little rotation to that left. And back through center. Go ahead and bring that knee back through to the front. Opposite side. Left foot comes up, crosses over that right. Again, for a deeper stretch, pull that ankle towards your hip. Maybe extend through that leg. Maybe lift those hips all the way up. And bring it back down. Go ahead and rebend into that knee and release that left foot all the way down. Again, either drop that knee straight down towards the ground or extend it behind you as straight as it will go. Grab those long straps or not and take a gentle rotation to the right. And go ahead and bring it back through to the front. Let's bring that leg up. Go ahead and adjust if you need to. We're going to take this right long strap, open up that fabric nice and wide, and lift your right heel up and in. Let's extend that leg out to the side. And we're gonna keep that left foot in parallel, that right leg is straight. Maybe reach out with that right hand, give an extra tug here. And go ahead and turn out those left toes. From here, you can extend through that left leg, or you can stay where you're at. Maybe try to find a deeper stretch and balance. Here we go. While you're here. And rebend that left knee. Let's turn that foot parallel. Carry this right leg all the way across your body. Maybe hold on with that left hand, maybe hold on with both, or you can open up in a twist if you would like. And bring it back through center. Let's take this leg directly forward. Maybe you just hold on, maybe you give a tug, try to get a deeper hamstring stretch. And release that leg. Go ahead and adjust this hammock on your back. We're going to take this left long strap now, open that fabric up nice and wide, and lift that left heel up and in. From here, sorry, not a great angle there, we're going to bend both knees, bring the bottoms of the feet together. Maybe you hold on with your hands, maybe take a gentle rock side to side if it feels good. And from here, let's reach those arms behind, maybe interlock those hands behind the head, just take a gentle arch in the back. And bring it back. I'm going to hold on to my long straps. You have the option to do the same or not. We're going to extend those legs straight forward. And if you need a deeper stretch, you can always give a tug on those long straps. Get a deep stretch in those hamstrings here. And release those legs back down. From here, I'm going to bring my feet back in, but my right foot is going to stay, and my left foot is going to stay, my right foot's going to extend out to the side. And if you'd like a deeper stretch, you are welcome to bend that right knee, drop it towards the ground. And if you would like even more, you can always extend that left leg straight. And re-bend into that knee. Let's rotate that right all the way around and switch out those feet. And my leg is not going to extend out as far because I have this pillar here, but you get the idea. And if you would like, you can bend that left knee, drop that knee towards the ground. For even more, you can extend that right leg straight. And re-bend into that knee. Let's open that left leg all the way and drop this right foot completely down. I'm going to adjust one more time. And extend that leg out to the side. Maybe reach out with that left hand, give a tug real fast. If you are happy, you can stay here. Maybe you turn out those right toes. Maybe you extend through that leg. Find a deep stretch, find a balance. And re-bend into that knee. Let's carry this leg all the way across our body. Maybe you stay here with one arm, maybe you take both, maybe you open that left arm up for a twist. And bring it back through center. Let's carry this leg directly forward. Maybe you just hold on, maybe you give a tug for a deeper stretch. And gently release. Let's take this left foot completely down. Give those arms a rest. And I'm going to take another quick water break. I encourage you to do the same, and we'll be right back. Okay, so welcome back. We are going to make our way around to the back side of our hammock, and I'm going to put my hair up because it's so warm. All right, so go ahead and fluff out your hammock here. And I'm going to take my right foot up and all the way through my hammock. I'm also going to move my pants up because it's so warm. All right, from here, just hold on to those middle straps for me. Our feet are parallel. And let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale. Exhale, rotate those arms. Drop your head a little lower. And flex your foot. Let's inhale. Exhale those arms around. Bring it back up. And we're going to do this one more time. This time I want you to really try and keep a flat back as long as you can until you have to round over. Deep breath in. Exhale, flat back forward as long as you can until you have to round over. Really trying to get a deep stretch. And inhale. Exhale, rotate those arms. Let's take 2 bends in that left knee. Bend and stretch. One more time. Bend and stretch. Stay here. Inhale. Exhale those arms around. Maybe you keep those hands where they're at. Maybe you drop one arm. Maybe you drop both, trying to find a balance. And use your core. Let's bring it all the way up to standing. From here, grab your hammock. I'm going to bend my knee, turn it out, going to my pigeon pose. If you would like extra support, open that fabric up to cover the knee. Otherwise, keep your knee close here, and we're going to press forward to our air pigeon pose. Remember not to sink forward. Stay nice and active. Keep that chest lifted. Maybe bend that left knee for a deeper stretch. And extend, rock it all the way back. Let's extend that right leg straight. We're going to keep those hips square, keep that left heel grounded, as you press forward with your hips. Notice you won't go as far, but we are working on keeping those hips nice and parallel, which is really hard to do. When you are ready, pull it back. We'll do this once more. Bend that knee, press forward wherever you are at. Maybe bend that left. And extend, go ahead and rock it back. Extend through that right leg. Again, keep those hips square, keep that left heel grounded, press forward. And rock it back. We're going to drop that hammock under your right knee. Go ahead and flex that foot and press forward into your hips. Going to a runner's lunge. While you are here, let's take a deep breath in. Exhale. Try to sink deeper into the stretch. And if you are feeling confident here, maybe release one arm, maybe release both, find a balance. And wherever your hands are, keep them there. I challenge you as you push down into that front knee and pull yourself back to standing. And continue to keep those hands there as we lower ourselves back out to a lunge. One more time, pull it all the way back and release those arms. Go ahead and extend that fabric to cover that right ankle. Just lost my balance. All right, from here, let's take that left hand to the outside of your hammock and open up in a twist. And bring it back through center. Go ahead and grab that hammock with your right hand. Flip those hips over to the left, and we're going to take this left arm up and over for a big side stretch. Go ahead and flex those feet. If you would like a deeper stretch, go ahead and drop that right arm towards the ground. And bring it all the way back up. Let's grab that long strap out to our side, open it up with both hands, deep breath in, exhale, flat back forward, press your hips back. Let's take two bends in our left knee here and bend and stretch. Once more, bend and stretch. Gently release those hands all the way down to your mat. If you need to take a slight bend in that knee, please feel free to do so. And let's take two bends in that left knee, bend and stretch. One more time, bend and stretch. Take a deep bend in that left knee, slightly turn out those toes, and just hang out here in a hip opening stretch. And now we're going to continue walking ourselves around to the back, but I'm going to come forward, otherwise you won't be able to hear me. So from here, we're going to walk ourselves into a runner's lunge, and I'm going to drop my left knee down. From here, let's find a pigeon pose, so turn out that front leg and sink back with those hips, maybe drop to your forearms. and bring it on up. All right, so from this position, this is an optimal setup to work on our headstands. So what I'm going to do, I'll show you first, and then you can try if you are feeling ready. If not, then continue to stretch here. By all means, you are invited to do so. So we're going to go, or I'm going to go onto my forearms anyways. What we're going to do is we're going to put both feet up into your hammock. We're going to gently pike those hips up overhead and lower back down. And then release that foot when you're ready. So what you can do at the top is if you are comfortable with your pike, you can just hold right there. If you would like to take it up a notch, you can also release one leg at the top. So what that looks like is this. We lift up, we pike our hips, and one leg goes up at the top. So totally up to you, whatever you want to do. We're going to hold for 4 breaths up there, as long as you can. And here we go, wherever you are at, 4 breaths. If you're doing the shoulder stand, go ahead and lift up that foot and pike those hips. Get those shoulders over those, or under those hips. Hold here for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Lower down. Go ahead and replace those hands in the ground and lift that left foot up back to your runner's lunge. From here, you have the option of keeping those hands down. You can bring those hands up to your thigh or float them out to the side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop all the way back down. Let's extend through that left leg as straight as it will go. Try to drop your nose towards your knee. And gently bend that right knee, drop that foot from your hammock to a forward fold. And let's give our head a shake no. And a shake yes. And gently bend those knees and slowly roll all the way up to standing. Whew. All right, one side done. Let's go ahead onto the other. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing, same sequence, but on the other side. So I'm going to bring it around to the back. Same thing, except the left foot is going up and in this time. So my left foot, let me pull up my pants, is going to go up and in all the way. We're going to take those middle straps. We're in a parallel position here, and let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale. Exhale, rotate those arms, dropping your head, chest, and shoulders. And let's flex that left foot up towards the ceiling. Deep breath in. And exhale, rotate those arms around. Go ahead and bring it up to standing. And again, we're going to reach forward as far as you can. Take a nice flat back until you have no choice but to round over, getting a deeper stretch. And let's inhale. Exhale, rotate those arms, dropping your head, chest, and shoulders. And from here, let's take 2 bends in that right knee and bend and stretch. One more time, let's bend and stretch. And inhale. Let's exhale those arms around. You have the option of keeping those hands where they are or release one, maybe both towards the ground, getting a deeper stretch and testing your balance. And use your core. Go ahead and bring it all the way up to standing. Now we're going to bend that left knee, turn it out. Again, you have the option of covering that knee for more support or keeping that hammock right where it is. Let's press forward, going to your air pigeon pose. Remember, don't slouch forward. Try and keep your chest lifted. Stay nice and erect in your spine. Maybe bend that right knee for a deeper stretch. And extend through that leg. Go ahead and rock it back. Let's extend that left leg. A reminder to keep that right heel grounded as we press forward with those hips. The body's not going to let you go as far. Remember, don't push yourself. It'll tell you when to stop. And rock it back once more. Go ahead and bend into that knee. Let's press forward to that air pigeon pose. Keep that chest lifted. Maybe bend that right knee for a deeper stretch. And extend. Go ahead and rock it all the way back to standing. Last time, extend through that left leg. Keep that right heel grounded and press forward with your hips. And rock it all the way back. Go ahead and bend into that left leg. We're going to now press those hips forward, going to a runner's lunge position. Keep that left foot flexed here. And let's all take a deep breath in. Exhale, try to sink deeper into the stretch. You might notice a difference in your body. One side might feel a little bit tighter than the other. For me, it's definitely this side. If you are comfortable and confident, maybe remove one arm, maybe remove both, finding a balance. And I challenge you, wherever your arms are, to keep them there as you push down into that knee. Lift yourself back to standing. And reverse. Now we're going to lower ourselves out. Keep that core tight. And one more time, push down, lift yourself all the way up. Beautiful. Go ahead and press this hammock back under your ankle. I'm going to take my right hand to the outside of my hammock and open up in a twist. And bring it back through center. Let's grab hold of that hammock with your left hand and flip those hips over to the right. From here, this arm's going to reach up and over for a nice side stretch. If you'd like a deeper stretch, maybe drop this left arm in front of that knee towards the ground. And when you're ready, open that arm up, bring yourself back to standing. I'm going to take hold of this long strap now. Open it up with both hands. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, flat back forward. And let's take two bends in that right knee. Bend and stretch. One more time. Let's bend and stretch. Gently release those hands down towards your mat. If you need to take a little bend in that knee, feel free to do so. And again, let's take a bend and stretch. One more time, bend and stretch. Go ahead and take a deep bend in that knee, slightly turn out those toes and sink those hips down just to open up those hips. Since we're doing so much in parallel, we want to counteract that. And go ahead and stay there. I'm going to flip around just so I can get ready for what is coming next. All right, from here, go ahead and walk those hands all the way around to the back. We're going to find a nice runner's lunge here. Push your weight into your hands as you lift that right knee up and tuck it underneath yourself, going to a pigeon pose. From here, you can sink back with those hips, maybe drop to those forearms. And now we're going to do the same thing on this side. So we're getting ready for the shoulder stands that we worked on earlier. If you are not doing them, then by all means, you can continue stretching here in your pigeon pose. If you are, remember we're taking 4 counts up there at the top, wherever your leg is, whether it's in the hammock or if you release one leg at the top. Here we go. We place our feet in our hammock and we lift up in a pike and hold there for 1, 2,
3, and 4. Go ahead and drop those hips back down, replace that foot, and bring those hands back to your mat. Go ahead and press into your hands as you lift this right foot up, back to your runner's lunge. From here, you can keep those hands down, maybe bring those arms to your thighs or open them up in a T for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop back down. Let's extend through that right leg and maybe drop that nose towards your knee, getting a deep stretch here. When you're ready, bend that knee, gently drop it to the floor. Give that head a shake, yes, and a shake, no. And let's take a bend in those knees and slowly roll all the way up through each vertebra to the top. All right, take another quick water break if you need one. I'm going to grab water and we'll meet back here. Okay, welcome back. All right, so now we have about 10-ish minutes of class left. So we're going to go into a hip hang for part of those 10 minutes. And you know the drill, just getting that hammock nice and low on those hips, folding forward, making sure that you snuggle yourself in before releasing your weight into your hammock. And from here, just take a few moments to get into those hips. It's probably been a while. Go ahead and bicycle your feet, breaking up all that tissue. Even for me, this is a little uncomfortable today. Maybe you hug those knees into your center. And go ahead and release your feet. So now what I want to do is I want to take one foot up and hook it around the outside of your hammock. Just one. That opposite foot is going to stay reaching down towards the ground. And I want you to reach back for that foot. And we're just going to take a little pull on that foot just to get deeper into that one side of your hip, which is your right. If you're feeling it, you can also reach for that left big toe with your peace fingers and maybe try to extend that leg a little bit more, just getting into both at the same time. And release that foot down. Go ahead and shake out those feet. Let's switch sides so that left foot comes up, wrap it around just as a placeholder while you get situated. And then we're going to reach back for that left foot. Give a nice little tug here. Maybe reach for that right big toe with your peace fingers and extend that leg. And gently release those feet. Again, give them a shake if you need. While we're here, if you can see my feet, we're going to start with those feet by turning them out and then turning them in. So we're just going to work into that hip flexor on either side a little bit more. So let's do 8 of these. Here we go. We're going to turn out for 1. In, here's 2. In, here's 3. In, here's 4. Keep going. 5 and 6. Here's 7 and 8. And relax all the way over. It should feel like a nice little massage on your hips. All right, the last thing before we come up from here, if you need to take a little break, by all means do so. This is your class. We're going to grab those long straps. I'm going to plant my feet, and I'm just going to bring myself forward a little bit so we're reaching out. And my arms are going to take a slight bend. So maybe pull them under yourself like you're doing a push-up. And from here, we're just going to start with those hands opening out as far as you can extend them, and then grab and then open. So we're just working on a little flexion and extension here in the wrist and in the hands, just building up grip strength and also working on mobility in the hands. So sometimes We lose mobility if we're not used to doing aerial, if we're not used to being as active, and quarantine will certainly do that to us. So we're just trying to build up this strength again while also getting a nice little moment in the hips still. Let's do about 8 more. 7, squeeze as tight as you can. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring it all the way up to standing. Go ahead and shake out your hammock. We're going to go into our standard inversion now. So however you like to get into that, if you like to sit into your hammock, if you like to rope it off, whatever feels good to you, just remember, as you're going upside down, those legs must wrap around the outside to the front. They never go through the center. So here we go. I'm going to rope it off. My legs go around to the outside, and then they hook to the front. So I'm never bringing them through center. And release into your inversion position. Just enjoy this moment here. This moment of upside down. Let's take a few deep breaths while we're here. Deep breath in. With each exhale, try to elongate the spine. Again, inhale. Exhale. Grow a little longer. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. And last one, inhale. And exhale. If you would like, you can take one leg out, rotate it behind you, going into your wheel position. Maybe reach back with one arm, maybe reach back with both, whatever feels good. When you're ready to switch sides, just bring that leg right back where it came from, which is hooking in the front, and then open up that opposite side, drop it to the back. Here we go, reach back, maybe one arm, maybe both, stretch it out. And gently release that leg, bring it back to the front. All right, for one more stretch, if you would like, before we bring ourselves up, you can take those long straps, bend those elbows, and rotate those arms behind you. You can hang out here if this feels fine. If you would like, you can also release those legs out. When you're ready, carefully drop one hand, carefully drop the other. Your exit strategy is to pull your chin to your chest, take a big crunch, grab your hammock, and bring yourself all the way back to standing. Give your head a second to adjust. Nice work. All right, and to finish class, let me give my head a second, still seeing stars. All right, to finish class off, I just want to take a little moment to swing. If you have the capability to swing, you can continue this class. If you do not, then you can start your relaxation. So go ahead and snuggle yourself into your hammock. Maybe if you sit on the ground, maybe you put your feet up in your hammock. Whatever variation you would like to take of relaxation, just finding a shavasana moment, a moment to unwind. Please take that time now. Otherwise, we will continue to our swing. So bring those arms back around and sinking those hips straight down. We're going to take this right middle strap. We're going to open that fabric up nice and wide. We're going to lift our right heel up and in. If you're looking at that and you're like, oh, my foot can't get up there, that's okay. You can take this left long strap. You can put your opposite foot up and in so you can hoist those hips all the way up and in like so. And if you still are not able to get it there, then maybe what you can do is pull your straps down a little bit. Pull them down a level. So from here, just enjoy the stretch for a moment. Maybe let that leg fall open, getting a nice hamstring stretch. This feels so good. And go ahead and bring it back through. We're gonna take a few hops backwards. I don't have much space to swing, so we'll see how this goes. But on the count of 3, let's just lift that left leg up and cross it over the right. 1, 2, 3, lift up and over, cross it over the right. Just enjoy a nice breeze here. We won't do too much of this today, but it just feels good, and it's a little additional stretch to help cool you down. Maybe extend that left leg straight. And maybe you take that left leg down and you reach for it either with this long strap, you can hook it there, or you just take it in your hand and get an additional stretch here. And when you're ready, gently release that foot, slow yourself down. Keep that foot where it is because it's going to help you get this foot up much easier on this side. So we're trying to open that fabric up, get that opposite foot up and in. And once it's there, sorry for the view, you can take that opposite foot down. I'll give you a moment to get here. Just let that leg fall open once you are here. And go ahead and bring that leg back through parallel. Let's take a few hops backwards. On the count of 3, we're going to release that right leg and take a little swing. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, lift it up, swing. That pillar has me a little nervous here. And extend that right leg up if you would like. And maybe release that right leg down. Maybe you hook it in that long strap. Maybe you grab it with your hands and take one additional stretch here. And gently release that foot, slow yourself down, and carefully, as gracefully as you can, take that left foot all the way down, give those arms a break. Awesome job, and that is our balanced class for today. Wonderful, wonderful job. Hopefully getting back into it wasn't too painful. If you would need any alterations to this class, if you want anything added or taken away, please just let me know. And enjoy a moment of relaxation. You earned it, or just go get a drink of water and cool down because I know it's very warm and this is what we have to work with. Awesome job. Thank you again for a wonderful class. Namaste. All right, see you next time.